This is the bird bath I'm making a video on, and hopefully I can explain why I'm making a YouTube video about this bird bath. FedEx just dropped off my new bird bath, so I'll open it up and I'll sit on here. That's temporarily, then I will bury them in the ground. That's the package. There it is. The reason I'm making a YouTube video, when I purchased this, I was looking at several different ones, but I could not find any information that I needed on YouTube. That's what came in the box. Okay, that is the water pump assembly, so it keeps spraying the water into the bird bath. Okay, if you notice, it's kind of oblong here, and down here, the bowl, same thing, oblong. So it fits into the stand and rotate it. I'll show you. Okay, it's sitting on the stand. I just rotate it like that. Okay, now it's locked in place. Now I've got it sitting on these little sticks here, 2x4s. Now those are womanized. I thought I was buying cedar when I purchased those, but it turned out to be womanized, and I can't burn them, throw them in the garbage. So I'm going to use that to sit the stand on. So once I figure out where I'm going to put it, then I'll dig a little trench or hole and put those boards in it, and then set the bird bath on that. Okay, this is where I have it sitting temporarily. So there's trees right there. It's kind of a alcove, if you will. And there is my garden. Not very big, but there it is. So I'm thinking I'm going to locate it there. Now this is a watered, solar powered water pump. Here's the instructions how to set it up. So I'll go ahead and do that. There's the instructions. Okay, this is where I put it. I dug a little scoop out of the ground, kind of leveled up these boards, and then I will pack some the grass back around it and set the bird bath. And diagonally, it's pretty much level, close enough for hand grenades. Okay, I'm soaking the ground so it kind of compacts the dirt before I put the grass back in. Okay, I put the grass back around those boards, 2x4s. Now I'll set the bird bath on it. So it's sitting on the boards now, and it is level in both directions. I really don't have a clue how this thing goes together, the pump and the solar thing. It comes with these two little things here. I have no idea what they're for. Then they got this. So I'm thinking this must be the sprayer part. So that would go here. So I'm thinking that would go there. So okay, these little adapters here, okay, one short and one long. I think that's for the depth of the basin itself, so I'm going to use this long one. And then the instruction says make sure that these connectors are correct. I don't see any red anywhere, so apparently they're together, because that's going to be in water. Okay, I filled it with water because I know we don't want to run that pump dry. That would ruin a pump. So I've got water all the way to the top. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the solar powered pump in it. Okay, that's it. Now it was pumping a little bit earlier when the sun was shining overhead. So anyway, that does work. Now to be noticed, this does not have a light. It's only a pump, a solar powered pump. And there's what it looks like. The reason I'm making this video is because I was looking for a bird bath, and this is one I saw, but I couldn't get a lot of information on it. One, I did not know if it had light on it, how anything worked. But anyway, that's why I made the YouTube video, because I could not find one to give me the information I need. So hopefully this will help. Now, the reason I wanted a bird bath in the first place is I sat out here, I noticed that there was a pair of cardinals that kept flying around, but I had no place for them to drink. So Then I got thinking, well, I'll provide some water for them and hopefully they'll stay around. Now, one thing that those birds like is the mulberries. I have 3 mulberry trees that the birds planted a few years ago. I did not plant them. But anyway, there's the mulberry trees, and the birds and the squirrels love those. So the bird bath is not far away from there. I figured out what those 2 adapters are for. They go onto the bottom of the pump, but I started out with the long one, but it was too long and the pump went too far down. So then I tried the short one, that didn't work. So now I got the pump directly into the solar panel itself. Okay, there it is, sitting out there in the yard. Just finished putting it together, and they say if you build it, they will come. So let's find out if any birds come over here and want to drink a water or take a bath. So this is set now. I'm setting out on the deck, and good view of it, and hopefully those cardinals come out and start drinking. Okay, final words. Is it worth the over $200 I paid for it? That's a good question. I think it is. Now again, it has a pump in there that kind of circulates the water a little bit. It's not very powerful, but then again, today is a kind of a cloudy day, so it's not had full sun on that solar panel, so I'm not sure how much stream that pump is going to pump out. But anyway, it has no light or anything in it. It's just strictly a pump. But it's a very nicely made. I'm not sure if it's a cast cement, concrete, or what. I'm not sure. I forgot what the instruction for the information said. But anyway, it's a nice little bird bath. Okay, still have not seen a bird yet, but want to remind you that when you wear a mask or face covering, it's to protect those around you, not necessarily yourself. What are you going to do if you catch the virus and then you give it to someone that's in your family or somebody that you love that can't handle the virus and they die? What are you going to tell them at the funeral? Matter of fact, what are you going to tell your other relatives at the funeral? That you give them the virus because you chose to not wear a mask or face covering? But if that's the way it is, I guess that's the way it goes. But I've got it covered because in my will I put, if any of my family members catches the virus and gives it to me and I die, they are automatically excluded from my will. So that's what I've got covered. So they will not get this bird bath when I die if they give me the virus. As of right now, there's over 124,000 individuals that's died of this virus. Now, out of those 124,000 people, they had to have some relatives. They had to have brothers, sisters, fathers, uncles, but somebody gave them that virus. So hopefully the person that gave them the virus, and they're pushing up daisies now, was not one of their immediate family members, but in all probability, it could have been. So wear your mask to protect the other people.